And we are live. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, happy time zones, wherever you might be. I'm Emma. Welcome back to the House of Hubris here on twitch.tv/Saracent, and welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. See, we have a logo. I have a sign to point at now. Daniel put the logo there. Thank you, Daniel. Put the logo away. So, yeah. If you were here last time, you'll have seen us meet the girl of our dreams, who in this case was actually a succubus, but a good succubus, we think. I think she's technically down as like chaotic neutral, but anyway. Yeah. So Arushale, who we freed from the prisons in Dresden back then, joined us and told us where to find the demons that have special powers, except first she bamboozled us into killing a hag for her, who killed her ex-girlfriend / last victim. It's a whole thing. Yeah. Let's just get back into it, shall we? Can't remember if anything else of particular note happened last time, because I could have looked at notes, but that would have required making notes, and that would have required me to be a different person. If God wanted me to make notes, why did he put all these holes in my brain? You ever just say words? Of course you know what I'm talking about. You're on Twitch. Or possibly YouTube. Hello on the VOD. Yes, so we just chatted to Arushale. That's anyway. Anything? Nope. Goodbye. Now, have we rested here? I don't think we have rested this time. We need to remember to do this before we leave. May as well see who else I can talk to first. Thela and her horse are over here. Anything new to say? Nope. Brain sea buns. I mean, that would make sense. My brain does regularly feel like an undersea cable that someone has chewed on. A lot of the time, that someone is me. Lan, anything new? No? You don't have any opinions on the fact that I now have a new archer and you might not be a 100% necessary party member anymore? I mean, what? I don't think I talked to Ember and Social. And did we put anyone else in prison? I can't remember. We should check the prison, I guess. Is it still just Nora being angry? Hey, Ember. Nothing new? Cool. Bye. Social. Oh, yes, we need to talk about Social, because apparently he's out in the middle of the night gambling in graveyards. And friends don't let friends. I heard you've been rather busy playing cards at night, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I actually mean cards. Cards? Me? Social looks away in embarrassment. Who could possibly think? I've only visited the games once or twice to get a sense of what our soldiers do when they're off duty. You think I'm addicted to gambling? Nothing of the sort. Don't worry, I'm absolutely fine. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That sounds like exactly what somebody who isn't perfectly fine would say. Oh yeah, I haven't been up here recently. I mean, not that any of these will necessarily have anything new to say. I think I've sold all my ongoing crap. I may as well just go to bed, really. Just close the stream and go to bed. I have considered adding that as a channel points reward for a very large number. I will just stop the stream and go and have a nap. That is not yet an option you have, chat. Run faster, you idiots. I know you are but small, and you are a triceratops, but still, speed, please. To bed. Oh yeah, and Daeran filled our council room with rose bushes. And we extensively flirted with both Daeran and Arushale. Stop streaming and having that button would cause a real struggle, but also a non-zero chance. Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. Oh, I'm sure Sockleth Benoth will tell me if the UN need me. Who wants to write a scroll? That's right, you do, Nenio. You like writing scrolls. And Arushale can... No, Arushale can assist. I forget that that's a separate button. What do we want to make a scroll of? We don't have a good enough scroll kit for some of these, but... I mean, more scrolls of brain explode, you know. Always seem like a good idea. Oh, and Arushale can brew potions, can't she? Hello. Ah, but she'd need to be the one in charge to do it, so we would have much worse skills than my amazing cookery, but, you know. I really don't use potions that much, but, you know, it feels like a waste not to make them. Begin!
But what if I once killed one of your fellow paladins?
That's how she sounds.
Someone you knew.
Well, I won't lie. It would be a hard pill to swallow. But we just need to try even harder to honor your victim's memory.
Sealer is just very dedicated to the concept of redemption. And we failed to cook. Arushale. Honestly. Honestly. No, that doesn't really work, does it? Actually, no. You know what? Let's say yes. Yes, it worked. While I'm here, actually, because that will have advanced time, I should probably check my Crusade affairs. Go and have an affair with the entire Crusade at once. Arushale does look kind of rad. You've got to admit. Demon's army approaching. What? Yeah, because we'd pushed back all the purple a bit, hadn't we? Now it seems to be back. Yes, we turned that into a belt. Those are all still in progress. Okay. Feels weird that we can't manage troops from that view. Or possibly we can, and I just didn't see the button. But it's fine, we'll get on the road, and then we can do it. Wait, no, that's not the way, this is the way. What? It's still saying Night Gambler's objective here. Question mark? I mean, it's an exclamation mark, but you know. Question mark about the exclamation mark. Interrobang? Sure. So, yeah, my journal is saying that we have more to talk about, probably. Or at least I saw a yellow exclamation mark, and thus I am unbound to do its bidding. Also, Clive, you should be following me. And we should all move quicker! Run! There you go. There's yeah. Nope, nothing more to say there. What? Oh yeah. Oh yes, and also we found the cultists that think Wardrip is a god. Ah, yes. Yes, because a devil is hunting him. Night gamblers. But playing cards with soldiers in the graveyard at night, could there be a dark reason behind the young cleric's choice of pastime? I mean, can we go to the graveyard? That's here, right? Yeah, this is the graveyard. Let's poke around. The true essence of the TTRPG, which is, DM, I will poke around until something happens. I've heard of a place, so I'm going to go there and I'm going to rub every object against every other object. And then at some point you're going to tell me what to roll perception on. Why can I not talk to any of these people? They all seem like they should be talk toable. There is nothing here. Ooh. Okay. Fine. I guess we move. Come on, Bigitha. Speed. I guess it's possible we just need to, like, wait and let time advance until it is night. Is this the party I want to go with? Also, the fact that both of these screens are kind of precisely full suggests to me that this might be everyone we get. Now, I want to swap out the teams a bit. Wardriff can stay because he's just got here. Sealer, Sociel, and Greyboar can be replaced. We need Daeran for healing. Let's have Ember on Nenio. Ember. Or Ember and Nenio. No, that would be foolish. And Griffin, dude. Well, that is his name now. Actually, his surname. His full name's Ulbrich Griffin, dude. Yes, there's a couple of demon armies they would be able to handle down there, or it's possible they could handle a 6, to be honest. They're pretty boss. Right, yes, 2 and 4 are still there. I mean, Army 1 could leech some archers off 4. And then 4 and 2 could merge, that would make sense. To Daeran. Abu. And then 4 switchy. 2. And 2 no longer exists. But now 4 is level 3. And how do we get into stuff in Daeran? I mean, we could hire some more clerics to strengthen them. I don't see a particularly exciting reason not to. Why can't I click it? Oh, because they cost too much. I thought that was how much money we had. Which part of me was like, wow, I didn't remember that. But yeah, no, it was just because... Yeah, no, that is how much it would cost to search for more mercenaries. That is how much money we have, which is less than the clerics would cost. You're badasses. Well, I mean, you can stand there and tomorrow you can be badasses. Alright, so clearly, like, the levels vary, because that's a 4 green and that's a 4 orange. Interesting. Oh yeah, we had pushed back the purple, but that's it's different between party mode and army mode. Makes sense. I don't really want to go to the Ashen Grotto, because over here is where that dragon was messing us up. I don't know how to get to the ruins of Ashbury Hamlet. I guess head down that way? We need to get to Wintersun eventually, and the Molten Scars. Yeah, sure. Let's head down this way. No, I don't want to go back to the church. And, I mean, there's a road downwards here. It might just loop back to there, but we'll see. No, it goes down here towards this stronghold. It's probably a bit tough for us, but there's only one way to find out. Because, you know, we have our armies, but really, we are the best army of all. Voracious Nalfethni. Those are sounds I just made. Can only be used while in combat. Sure, I guess. Fine, just charge them.
Can we retreat already?
No, Waldriff, you can't. So, now that we're actually using Urushalei in combat, so we've got rapid shot. So that's as standard, she'll take more shots, but a slight bonus, slight penalty. Yes, favored enemy bonus, that's a thing. She also has a variety of spells that I gave her yesterday. Not yesterday, but last time. Okay.
I will resist.
See, that bit where you had an extra shot, Urushalei, you seem to have not used it. Did you, in fact, just throw away your shot? Stop? Question mark? Buff everyone. We're out of spell range from these, so I guess move up. Oh yes, and now she has Dragon Breath as well. That's neat. Waldriff could charge in as well. Get that sneak attack going. Love how it's still technically a sneak attack, even though they were just hit by a griffin. You'd think they'd have got the idea that there were enemies behind them. But I guess these are the abstractions we accept in turn-based mode.
Prepare yourself.
Okay. Fair enough, it's not just land that can be an absolute beast with the bow. Your point is made.
Out of my sight.
And now to remember what spells and abilities all of these people have. She has Dragon Breath, but she only gets 2 casts of it a day. Do I remember getting her something where... No. Can't remember if she has a thing that stops, like, that does selective damage so it doesn't hurt. No. No, I don't know, I might be misremembering. Also, I might possibly be remembering a different game. I have, once again, been playing a whole bunch of Baldur's Gate 3. Just Scorching Ray it. There's one thing Army... Nat 1 against an AC of 2. Outstanding, Amber. This is why we keep you around, brackets derogatory.
Cover me, all right?
You do some heavy damage, but luckily, Ulbrig has a bajillion HP.
Let's hear you cry.
Also, you're some kind of Flying pig monster. What's that aura you've got do? What that aura do though? Whoa, good creatures doing melee attacks against them take strength damage. Got to keep an eye on that. But I mean, I think we're all right for the moment. Yeah, well, it. Okay, just as I say we're all right, you go and roll another nat 1. Is that temporary? Nope. Daeran, did you bring some restoration spell?
Just yet.
You want to speed up with the Magritium Taurinos? And another one. That was only 3. And also he could do with some healing. Yeah, just throw a channel. Your channels are very large. Okay, they could be larger. The choral bit in the music there just for a second sounded like it was going to go into the intro from Bodicea by Enya, which normal people would probably know better as the choral thing that gets sampled in Ready or Not by Lauryn Hill. Was it Lauryn Hill or was it the Fugees? It was the Fugees, wasn't it? Take that, demons! Okay, so we're not going towards that shrine, clearly, but is this the way to Wintersun? I can't get past that demon fort. I forgot that that was how that worked. And then, yeah, it links up here. Boo. I still don't want to go to church. We are all getting tired. We have wasted a day. There's a lot of kind of efficiency of movement in this game that I just don't do. I mean, once we've got the teleportation circle built, that'll help. Fine, we rest. Daeran, make me dinner. Amber doesn't know how to scribe scrolls. Great. She does know how to brew potions. So if she takes points on cooking and Daeran backs up, it's still a much worse modifier, but hey.
I love any excuse for a party, me. That goes double for wartime. You need to seize every chance you can get to celebrate. Take today, for instance. It's our leader's birthday. Ain't that
Is it?
great? Happy birthday, Chief. Come to think of it, how about we make today a public holiday? You know, in honor of our leader's birthday.
I don't think we get to do that.
And just sit here by the fire.
We are not,
have a
in fact,
glass
the queen.
or two, and tell stories, and not have to fight a single mangy demon. Pure paradise.
Yeah, we don't get to do that. And now Dresden wants us to come back because Crusade matters have advanced. Although I can just do that from here, right? Senior comrades. Sealer will select the most valiant and Sealer will go play Valorant and responsible warriors that will keep their comrades' morale in check and seek out signs of treason or doubt. Yay! 1,000 leadership XP, Crusade morale increases by 30. Love that for me. Why has that turned yellow? Irabeth has been appointed squad commander in the Vanguard. See how that goes for her. Why is that yellow? Because we need to go and conquer a demon fort. Alright. Oh yeah, because it is 13th of October, which is, I believe, what we set Bigitha's 13th of the 10th at least, is what we set her birthday as, because it was when we started this run. Neat. Also, now we have a diplomatic council we'll probably need to go and meet. And, okay, so, forming a military council, that's a thing we should do. Enchanting the Crest of the Fallen Knight. Right, so we turned it into a belt, and now we need to enchant the belt. So either of these would take a bunch of resources, but sure, why not? There's probably a very good reason why not, but here we are. Fine game, we'll go back to Daeran. Enter to the Citadel, as nobody pronounces it, ever. Everyone's here. Well, several people are here. Lady Konomi. A sharp-looking kitsune gives you a quick, business-like bow. Commander, the matters before us are urgent, so let's not stand on ceremony. I am Lady Konomi, the official attaché of Nerosian. Here are my credentials. She presents a scroll adorned with Galfrey's seal. Her Majesty has instructed me to lead your headquarters diplomatic council. Honestly, I was surprised when Lady Konomi asked me to join this council, but I'll do my best to fill the shoes of a trained diplomat. Yeah, strange. I got invited to the council too. I'm sure foreign ambassadors would be thrilled to see my face and my manners. Lady Konomi, you haven't mistaken me for some other Crusader land, have you? Waldref is positive, swelling with pride. Now this is the place to apply my talents. You know me, Chief, I have a way with words. If a fellow wants managed to smooth talk the Golden Hands goons, he can talk anybody into anything. I, like many nobles, have been trained in diplomacy, and in fact I hold the title of Royal Emissary. It's passed down the Arendelle line. I must say that prior to this day, I employed my diplomatic skills solely to undermine Mendev's international reputation, so enjoyed was the right word, I think. It's time to break that habit. I imagine preventing international scandals would be just as interesting as causing them. Who knows? I might even enjoy it. Why do I need diplomatic counseling? Just old matters of politics, of course. The Crusade is more than just battles and sieges. It is the largest military project in all of Avestan, funded by the treasuries of more than a dozen major powers. And each one of those powers, in addition to seeking victory over the demons, also pursues its own goals. The Diplomatic Council will manage this tangle of political interests and prevent the Crusade from losing the favour of influential benefactors. And while we're at it, ensure that Nerosian remains satisfied with the state of affairs. Wow. Apparently my lunch doesn't want me talking. After all, for the last 100 years, the entirety of Mendevian politics has revolved around the Crusades in some shape or form. That's why the capital has sent me here, to observe, offer suggestions, and keep the diplomatic situation under control. So you're keeping an eye on me. But I've gave you that idea, Commander. I'm not an overseer, I'm your loyal advisor. I do not intend to meddle in the way you run things, just consult with you in cases where the price of error is too high. Trust in me and we'll get along swimmingly. After all, none of us here want to see Cheliax and Droomer at each other's throats trying to settle their disputes by using their influence on us as political leverage. Am I wrong? And I doubt you would like it if we made enemies in the rank of Nerosian nobility who would attempt to undermine your war effort. This won't happen as long as you trust my experience. Tell me more about the Royal Council. The Royal Council, operating under Her Majesty, is the highest governing body in Mendev, and comprises her most able and trusted servants. It is responsible for day-to-day matters of state. They are the hands and the voice of the Queen. The council has gathered people from all walks of life. Some of them are nobles, but many more are citizens of humble origins who earned their positions through their wit. Many are rich, but a fair number of them are of more humble means. Some are pious and pure of heart, like Lord Inquisitor Kusori and Captain Jaspar of the Crusader Heralds. Others are more flexible and ambitious, but each of them faithfully serves Mendev's cause. So why did we hire these jokers? Do you find someone's presence surprising? Why is Webjib here? I can see that this tiefling possesses a keen mind and the most important trait of politics, a complete lack of conscience. He would make a terrible leader. He'll prove useful to you as an advisor. Yep, I traded my conscience for a cherry roll back when I was a kid. Hey, what do you mean, terrible? Oh, we can just question them all. Social? That won't be a problem. In my homeland, Tianxia, inviting clerics and paladins of Shaylin, the Lady of Chrysanthemums, to take part in diplomatic missions is a common practice. They may not be politicians, but they are perceptive, advocate peace, and favour balanced solutions. I'm flattered by the respect that the worshippers of my goddess receive in Lady Konomi's homeland. Social bows his head courteously. I won't let you down, Bigitha Lord Daeran, and I'll make every effort to prevent our friends from becoming our enemies. Why's Daeran here? Everyone hates him. Why, because of Count Arenday's influence, naturally. He's a Mendevian aristocrat. The nobility will be inclined to listen to his opinion. And by ensuring the support of the nobles, we'll find ourselves powerful allies. Daeran sneers back at her. Oh, believe me, Lady Konomi, I will exert all my effort and influence to make this council's job exciting. Why's Lan here? We diplomats call this little trick a mysterious Gorundi prince. During negotiations, it's always useful to have on your side a representative of some obscure but potentially populous and powerful nation. Without knowing what they're up against and how many mongrels there are, our diplomatic partners will have to contend with this dark horse. So, Mr. Lan will be our mongrel prince. If we're negotiating with foreign ambassadors, and I make this sign, Lady Konomi crosses her fingers in an intricate gesture, you immediately start talking about how offensive their proposition is to the mongrel people. Do we have a deal, Mr. Lan? Lan scoffs and glowers at Lady Konomi. I suspected that the word diplomat was synonymous with fraud, but I thought you'd be deceiving me, not deceiving others with my help. No, that's not an option. I can represent the mongrels in negotiations, but I'm not going to lie through my teeth. Who are you, Fox Lady who's clipping through a Triceratops? Lady Konomi lowers her eyes in a show of modesty. It's unbecoming of a diplomat to talk about themselves at length, but how am I to refuse you? I come from Tianxia, from the noble Kitsune. Like any Kitsune, I've always been curious to a fault, and my adventures brought me to Avestan, and here, in your lands, I met my first and true love, politics. I've served as a diplomat in the courts of 6 different sovereigns, but working for Her Majesty turned out to be the most interesting of all. Such riveting webs of intrigue and interests are spun around the Crusade and the World Wound. Okay, cool. In that case, why don't we discuss our first pressing diplomatic issue? Alright. I hate to say it, Commander, but not everyone in Nerosian is pleased with your progress. Some believe that, to use their words, you are out of control and fancy yourself an independent leader. It wouldn't surprise me if you encountered supply disruptions in the near future. I would suggest quelling their anger. Show the capital you haven't forgotten about the chain of command. For example, you could hold a parade in honor of Her Majesty. If we need to demonstrate that we're keeping Nerosian in mind, why don't we invite the capital's high priest to Daeran for a religious festival? It'll be appropriate, and the church's support will shield us from the accusations of schemers. Pander to the naysayers? I think not. I propose we hold a parade in your honor, Bigitha Lord Daeran. It's your victory, and if Cousin Galfrey wants to show off in front of the soldiers, she's welcome to capture something of her own. Daeran, you literally already basically said that your job here is to troll me and ruin everything. Lan's eyes flash with anger. Are they out of their mind? You got a whole Daeran full of soldiers who need medicine, food, and weapons. Till everybody's been taken care of, we can't waste a single coin on pointless celebration. We gotta show we're loyal? Yeah, no sweat. We grease some palms in the Royal Council and they'll sing songs about how we're all devoted and well behaved. Why do Nerosian not like me apart from the obvious? You were too good. You reclaimed Canabras, you won the Battle of Daeran, you're a menace to the World Wound. Your authority grows and the influence of the Queen's confidants diminishes. This creates the impression that there's only enough space for you at the top. The members of the Royal Council are afraid that you will muscle them out of the political arena altogether. After all, if you're doing so well, maybe Her Majesty doesn't need them at all. Doesn't need them that much, even. Therefore, they might try to discredit you, impede your war effort, reduce the scale of your victories. Make some concessions, and they'll see that you're open to negotiations. No, I'm with Lan. Help the people on the ground. A moment, Commander. I understand that you're used to being the highest authority in all matters, but political decisions are an exception. I am a professional in this field, you are not. By ignoring my recommendations, you are not only deliberately seeking conflict with the capital, but disregarding common sense as well. I urge you to reconsider. You formed this council, surely we should listen to them? I'm simply suggesting that you give your companions time to find their feet in the council and to grasp the principles of being a diplomat. Also, if they weren't on the council, your decisions could be mistaken for the decrees of a tyrant, and that is definitely not the public image you need. Now I understand the role that I've been given, Lady Konomi. I'm supposed to stand in a pretty doublet and keep my mouth shut. I can promise you the former, but not the latter. I mean, everybody here has a point, is the thing. But I do think we should really be focusing our money on supplying the troops. Lady Konomi's voice hardens. I cannot challenge your decision. However, I have no choice but to inform the capital that you have disregarded my recommendations. Actions like these are precisely what gave Nerosian cause for concern, Commander. I hope you will revise this defiant stance in future. That's right, and everyone who's unhappy with our actions can go ahead and leave their mansions in Nerosian and come here to tell us so in person. And if something happens to them along the way, they'll have just enough money to stitch their arms and legs back on. And with that, we can bring this meeting with Diplomatic Council to a close. It is unfortunate things were so tense. But I'm sure we'll soon have many more opportunities to resolve any misunderstandings between us. Well, that was a bit of a cluster, but you know. Fort and Keeper's Canyon is besieged by an enemy. Oh no, I didn't even see you there. That could be problematic. So we have to leave, don't we? To make things to, like, do actual army management. It's so weird that we can't do that from the Crusade management thing when the armies are surely the Crusade. But no, instead we must leave our house like a peasant. What does that mean, Emma? I don't know. In the words of George Michael, let's go outside. Okay, it's only a level 4. It's possible Army 4 could take them. I mean, they're green. We'll be fine. Enemy army has reached you and now attacks! My throat does something very strange. Oh yes, you're the trap commander. Or I can just throw a big rock. Don't know why that was to the tune of too many cooks, but I stand by it. Takes a lot to make a rock. Just be a wall for the moment. Similarly, it still feels weird that we have like these units that can shield wall and everything when they have no way of drawing additional threat. So enemies will just look at them defending and then walk around. Should probably set a trap. Yeah, you just stand there and defend. Haha! You fell for my incredibly cunning plan of dropping a trap right in front of you. God, these shield bearers are terrible. And now we just wail on them until we win. And we can periodically cast Cure Wounds on people. Which I forgot this commander had. Possibly I never knew. You should probably turn off no attack, only defense mode. Look, suddenly you do actual damage. I mean, still not a lot, but it's not none. Just wail them down. Wait, no, wail them down? That doesn't work. Wail on them, whittle them down. Those are both English phrases. Now you die. Haha, called it. I get around the back of you. It doesn't give me any particular benefit, it was just funny to me. No, it's just funny to be running in circles around them while you attack them. Forgot they could do that. Fine, we're still within our hospital limit. There, this army is finally going to get a nice clean victory. Bleep, 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 bleep. Meanwhile, Army 1. So we should be heading to a fort, really. Probably that one down towards Winter Sun. But also, I kind of want to go and take on one of these level 6 demon armies just to see if I can. Tell you what, you can head down towards Winter Sun. Oh no, there's a level 6 army in that fort. That may be a bad plan. Why don't you just station at Keeps Canyon for now? Fine game, you've made your point. I'll head down here with the army that can actually do the thing. Horses. Plagued wolves, plagued horses, and plagued smilodons. Well, the horses can get Scorching Raid immediately. God, Scorching Ray is so powerful in this. Weirdly, Plagueimals didn't really sell well as a toy range. Probably because they did that at the slightest impact. Straightforward enough. Ping, pingity ping. Having burned those who... No, that's not what that says. Having buried those who died from the plague, warriors search the place and find a small grave where Sir Doland Regilor, a hero of the Second Crusade, rests in peace. You know Doland Regilor, right? Everyone knows Doland Regilor. Lovely man. They take care of the grave and clean dead bodies and dirt from a small oasis nearby, and the water instantly becomes clean, clear and sweet. This place is much loved by spirits and gods. Also, I love how it's, we cleaned the water and the water instantly became clean. Like, yeah, that's what it means to clean something. Does it cost me anything to throw Amplify Resistance on them? I don't think so. Except I don't seem to be able to do it. So I won't. Well, let's take a fort, I guess. So here we have Babars, Moxes, Fallen Knights, and Ash Giants. So who wants to immediately get Scorching Raid? I mean, the Ash Giants, to be honest. Survived a Scorching Ray. I'm impressed. Charge. Which, like, sounded better in my head when it sounded more like charge. I said it out loud and realized I sounded like I just said George. Like a really badly written English 100 Years War unit. Anyway, get Smith. We have another Scorching Ray out. These are Moxes. Like, they did summoning earlier, and now they will not do summoning again. Should probably have just taken these down, but I wanted to try and get fancy, I guess. I mean, it's not like it really hurt me. See, the giants are dead now. Keep the horses moving, because they do more damage the further they've moved, and win. We lost 2 whole people taking that fort. Astonishing. Why was that saying... Oh, that was just saying that we had new people at Dresden, I guess. I guess push into this other army that's right here. Seriously, Baroness Ganther's army is just sweeping all before it, frankly. Rimracks are immune to fire. Oh no. My secret technique of throw Scorching Ray at them immediately will not work here. I am doomed. Just have to kill them the old-fashioned way. To paraphrase... Who is that? Is that MCR? I think that's MCR. Yeah, it's off 3 cheers, right? Must be. And Scorching Ray. I mean, sure, she has other spells I could be using, but why would you when you can just Scorching Ray? Opening the Prima guide for this game, and it's just 1 sheet of paper that says, just Scorching Ray it. I mean, to be fair, how many problems do you have that wouldn't be resolved by the application of a beam of magical fire? You know. Just saying. Frankly, if your problems can't be solved by summoning the powers of the universe to throw fire at them, I don't want to know about your problems. I mean, not gonna lie, there's a solid chance I don't want to know about your problems anyway. If you're watching the VOD, feel free to not put your problems in the comments. I mean, you could, just don't expect it to produce anything particularly useful. Just be dead already. Accept that you have lost. See? See the bit where you have lost. Crusaders attack the demons at a propitious moment. Not a word you hear that often, when they were trying to sink a stash of cold iron ingots in the nearest sand swamp. That hoard of metal would have been deadly to the beasts of the abyss, and safely ended up in Mendevian warriors' care instead. That was weirdly phrased. It sounded like, oh, we took this cold iron away from the demons before they could hurt themselves. We have a level. Fireball. Good old Kitsune, hello. Haste is good. But it only boosts people for 1 round. Slow is also that. Extra max HP might be good, but Fireball goes in every slot. Okay, we've cleared this a bit. We can start to retreat. Meanwhile, Army 4 really shouldn't go that way, or that way, or that way, or frankly, any way. We are surrounded by demons that they are not remotely equipped to handle. So maybe just hang tight for the moment. And we go back to party view. And see, Dresden says it has 3 objectives, but one of them is night gamblers. That's all the information we're giving you. One of them is wait, and one of them is find Regil, who isn't there. Basically, the game is lying to me. And it's not even being subtle about it. Right, so should I check out what's up with the Shrine of Sacrilege, or head straight down to Winter Sun? I mean, I guess I should probably head to the actual quest place. No, I won't. Who am I kidding? Never head to the actual quest when you can noodle about in side content. That's how RPGs work. If I didn't have a mindset like that, do you think we'd be on episode 21? This is the longest game we've ever played with a bullet. Especially because, as far as I know, we are currently on chapter 3 of 5. Bigitha, why do you keep getting off your mount? We literally made this whole build where you ride Clyde into battle. It's a thing. Oh, more Plagamals. Way to die, I guess. Stuff. We're just gonna be getting attacked by these all the way down, aren't we?
Distract them from me.
Well, Chip's just gonna tear right the hell through them. Can we search the skeleton? No, apparently not. That seems weird. Well, let's keep moving.
I will defend my dream.
Wojif, you know what to do. Oh, Daeran's got initiative. And is much less effective with it.
Run them through.
Do you know, I think we might be just about level for this area. Just a feeling that I get.
Time to share your treasures.
Oh no, you're too far away. I didn't think that through entirely. Jesus, old brig! That wolf had a family. Now this demon, feel free to explode it all you want.
It's either us or them.
Oh, there's a bunch of babao. Babos. Daeran, why are you so slow? Yes, I know it's literally a class feature. You've got the whole powerless prophecy thing going on.
Desna, guide my hand.
Yeah, you're good, but you're no Lan.
Out of my way.
You're also no Clyde. Harsh phlegm, blinky umbrella. Welcome to my life, where I just sing syllables along with tunes that I hear in the world. Are these immune to fire? Tell me they're not immune to fire. They are resistant to fire. Sure, we'll be fine. Did we give her Ascendant Element fire? I think we did. Yes, so it ignores resistances anyway, because she's just so good at fire. Stand up for a sec. Just make it not make us do an advert break in the middle of this fight.
Surrender or else.
That's my action, is just shout impotent threats at the demons. Why is Waldriff like last in initiative this time? Make your mind up, my dude. Do I have like an area spell that can deal with a bunch of these at once? I mean, he also has Burning Heart. Controlled Fireball, that's what I was thinking about. See, you do have your damage reduced by resistances. Boo. Oh yeah, and Babao has slime, so natural attacks against them can hurt you. Don't love that. Okay, Daeran is back up to normal speed now. I mean, he'll still take his entire turn to just walk into the vicinity of the battle, but you know.
Make your peace.
Just somehow turn them into jam with a longbow. Is it even a magic longbow? I don't know. I didn't even look. There's a +2 composite, that's solid. I mean, it's not like we're not absolutely murking these Babao. One day I'll decide how it should be pluralized. And then you will live in there. I don't know what of, but you probably will anyway. It's 2024. Emma, you're getting real again. Stop it.
Cover me, all right?
Go cover yourself in blood. And Demon Viscera. Demon Viscera would be a hell of a metal band name.
I will resist.
Anybody want to start a death metal band? I mean, I don't particularly want to start a death metal band. I'm just putting the idea out there. Just gauging interest for this thing that I absolutely should not do and probably won't. There's stuff over here.
I sense something.
There's a surprisingly large amount of stuff over here. 1,600 gold. And a sword. Cold Iron must work longsword. Yeah, it'll sell. And oh, there's still the shield. Let me shield. It's magic. It's a light shield +1. Or whatever, I guess.
Is that a trap?
This, on the other hand,
Trap.
is random vendor trash.
Onwards.
When you think about it, vendor trash could be a high fantasy surname. Welcome to my humble store. I'm Ganthwick Vendor Trash. Like, were it not already a phrase that existed, you wouldn't think twice about that. Let's go in this cave. I tell you what. Before we explore this cave, we may as well take that aforementioned advert break, because otherwise Twitch will just keep throwing pop-ups at me until something happens. So, yeah. I'm going to go and get some more water and move around and all that. You all should do the self-care things as well. Stand up, move around, have a drink, have a snack, take your meds if you need to. This is a reminder. That's really the most important thing here. Yeah, and just go and do something nice for somebody, I guess, in the few minutes of time that you have. I mean, you have all the rest of the time as well. I'm not making you stay here, but please do. I don't know. But yeah, if you can let the ads run, and I will be back with you in a few minutes as we will cave. We will cave. Alright. Bye. Forgot where the buttons were. Going well. Bye. I've been doing this for 3 years, and I apparently still haven't learned that advert breaks are much longer if I don't click run ads when I leave the room. Hello again, everybody. Let's go into this cave, shall we? Taking us long enough to get here.
Attention.
Trap.
Over there.
Also trap. Really, where isn't a trap these days? Originally, I'll fix those as soon as we fix the whole demon problem. That's really the tagline of this whole game, isn't it? Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Fix the whole demon problem.
I'll make short work of this.
It does bug me that they don't set off traps. I mean, why not?
Stab you or zap you? Why not both? Can't you just die already?
Yes. Yes, Walter, they have literally died already on account of you just killed them.
Prepare yourself.
Yeah, like I say, originally less of a murder machine than that. Burning Arc again, that worked well last time. It's nice to just be able to say, you have fire resistance? No you don't. Oh, I thought I'd be able to reach that one with his leftover attacks. Oh well. Clyde will just have to murder them.
Out of my sight.
Well, I mean, apparently it is, given how little you could hit it. Anything in here? No, they're just spears. Sure.
Desna, guide my hand.
I know you're a succubus and all, originally, but could you sound less excited when doing your combat voice stings? Just a thought.
Too late for apologies.
Good to know that even though Amber's like got all her hench dragon spells and everything, Divine Zap is still absolute F tier. As opposed to just hitting them with a griffin, which is amazing, as ever.
Something is not right here.
Ember's tired, oh no. Right, let's work out how to get past here. There's more stuff over here.
I will follow my dream.
Live your truth.
I finished here. Is there more?
Yes.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
Why do all
I finished here. Is there more?
my rogue types have just such criminally low self-worth? You have bad equipment. The junk. Thought there was a letter there. I think it might be a shield. I was about to be like, oh my god, there's a cat. Yeah, it's my cat. I brought her.
Fetch those fools.
Cat is with me. That's my new prayer. The cat is with me. Stab them. Oh, what's that? What's that up there? Hello? Oh, it's a Glabrezit. Great. By which I mean, not really that great.
I will see to your demise.
Slightly concerning.
Make your peace.
Nice. Yeah, should move up into range. Or indeed into range. That would be how people would ordinarily say that phrase. Why the hell can't I charge them? Fine. Which of my spells that I never remember to use should I use? I don't know if Call Lightning will work on account of we're indoors. I could use my tricks to summon. Why not? We have a Nixie. Cause why not? Oh, this is Wildrift. I thought this was Bigitha again. Why would it be Bigitha again, Emma? I think this is time for Wildrift to give them the odd kiss and a hello. Solid. I mean, it also hurt my Nixie because I forgot they were there, but you know. Daeran, you're so slow.
Precision and grace.
I'd know at grace when you never move above a slow stroll.
I will resist.
I mean, I guess grace doesn't necessarily have to involve speed, but you know, be nice. Death from above! Surprise Griffin! By which I mean the Griffin that was 20 feet away is now up in your face. The surprise is not that the Griffin, it's where the Griffin is. Okay, you have 2 HP. Will a Divine Zap take you out, or what if I just use this fancy looking crossbow I've got and shoot you?
You won't stop us.
That was much more effective than using Divine Zap. Oh, we don't get to control the Nixie. Oh wow, you're putting out a ton of damage. Wilbrig didn't like that at all.
Run them through.
Sneak attack from the shouting gnome on the Triceratops. Truly so sneaky. Do you have any spells that would, like, make this better? I mean, you could haste people. Oh, yeah, because you're out of stab range. Why not haste people for now? Can't haste everyone. Can't haste all the people all the time, as they say. You need to drop a Cure Critical Wounds on Ulbrich. Anne has taken some serious damage. And that did not restore that much. I mean, no, I want to see his health. Yeah, see, he has 150 HP, so that's good to begin with, but at the same time, Arushlea is like the one person here who isn't hasted
Prepare yourself.
and is rolling a natural 1. Good job. I don't know if Shifter's Fury is good. Like, is his claw or his bite better? I don't know how to find out. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. See, you can do a lot of damage, but Ulbrich can also do a lot of damage. And Ember can ignore spell resistances. And do that. Ooh, some very swanky scrolls. These Bavars just drop crappy spears? Yes. Did that Nixie prankster do literally anything? No.
Oh, the waiting's never fun. Let's get to the exciting.
Daeran, throw some healing around. Yeah, just the regular channel is doing more than cure critical wounds. It's almost like when you make characters do the thing you expect them for, they're better at it. Wait, why did I have Arushale open those locks? Like, Wardriff was right here. Why did I bring Arushale and Wardriff? So many questions. Actually, I think I explicitly said that one, didn't I? It was just because Wardriff has only just come back. Not sure what's up with that. The Gormandizer. The sacrament is corrupted. Kill the heretics. May they know the power of the great titans, the true masters of this world. And the Glabresus had something as well. Their heads will adorn our altar. Praise the great titans. Okay, but counterpoint, what if we didn't praise the great titans? Just a thought. Hello. Nice, nice, nice. Is there anything I should know about the Gormandizer? Level 21. That's a lot of level. Thanatotic Titan's Godslayer. What? You have worshipped a Thanatotic Titan long enough to get a weaker version of the Godslayer ability. Which is strong against Divine Casters, okay. Oh, it's a Demodand. Yeah, so they will hurt Divine Casters, so Daeran stay back. Like that. So, how does it feel to have your fire resistance ignored? Oh wait, we won't find out this term because I forgot how ambush rounds work. Once again. Great.
Desna, guide my hand. Out of my way!
I love how shouty Bigitha is, not gonna lie. It's very funny to me. Sneak attack, again, in the sense of, not that you didn't know the rogue was there, it's just... Jesus? Well, that just took Ulbrig to 1 HP. It seems a sudden step up from everything else in this cave. Daeran, start throwing healing channels like it's nobody's business. I mean, it's precisely our business. I think it's time to try out this new Dragon Breath. That did 4 damage to each of them. Ember, I put a lot of work into that. Into getting you these levels.
Make your peace.
This thing better drop some absolutely stellar loot. No actions left this turn to use the ability. You have your full actions. Do you not use potions while you're shifted? I mean, that would make sense, and also it would be awful. Adhesion? Wait, what does that do? I missed that one. And now my brain's doing it to the tune of confusion again. God, this just keeps going back. Adhesion. Creature striking a Tari Demodand, best Shakespearean insult, with a weapon, make a reflex save. Failure means the weapon sticks to the Demodand and can't be used to make attacks until freed. Wow. He's so sticky. The Babaus screw you over if you use natural weapons, and the Demodans if you use manufactured weapons. Jesus, he did like 6 attacks, all of them against a 6th armor class. Like, and missed 5 of them. Labrezu, are you okay?
Distract them for me.
Because you're soon going to be less okay when I continue to murder you.
Surrender or else.
What? How did I get an attack of opportunity? Oh, she was technically standing within arm's reach when she shot that. Great.
I will resist.
Sometimes it could do a better job of signposting that. Nice.
Move out.
Are you seriously telling me? Oh, okay, the Gormandizer did drop loot. It's just we hit him so hard that his loot all flew out of his body. 2 magic short swords and a breastplate. Breastplate +2, short sword +2, and the Blitz Cut. +3 shock short sword. +3 short. Bypasses any type of damage reduction. Rad. So who can use a slosh? Waldriff is proficient with the slosh. Because he's got, like, weapon focus with daggers, right? He absolutely has not. He's just spec for 2 weapon fighting. Alright, he's got finesse training with dagger. Adds dexterity to damage, which we've already got another talent that does that for you. Guess who's getting some Demodan swords? You do have this +2 mithril headcracker, which is pretty rad. That stuns people. That'll probably go instead of the just generic +2 slosh. But this is going in your other hand. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I've been playing too much. I did come straight from playing Baldur's Gate 3 to this, and my brain was just like, and keep the other one around. Gale can eat it. No, he cannot. Different universe.
I welcome your
Amber, you have your free healing hat that does not do much at this level. I mean, it's solid for you, but Ulbrich has rather more robust needs. Cool. And a Migratium Taurinus to you too. Should you so observe. Here we have, ooh, some demon blood. Right. And another +2 slosh. And yet more cave. Ooh. Skeleton with a whole bunch of just random junk. Love random junk. Ooh, and there's the Ark of the Covenant over here. I mean, now that I say that, opening it feels like a bad idea, but let's do it. Okay, so these look like the stuff we did with the puzzles in the Nameless Ruins. Is there more cave here? No? Okay. Interesting. Well, cave's finished. Let's go home. Not go home. But let's go. Just go. So yeah, we will need to find another puzzle to put these in, I guess. And just keep them around till then. All these puzzle tiles that we took out of the Ark of the Covenant. Wasn't the Nameless Ruins, was it? It was the Heart of Mystery, or what? It wasn't even the Heart of Mystery, because that's the thing we have to go to next. It was whatever the last thing was. There were ruins, we did a puzzle, we talked to some kind of ghost. It was a whole experience that we all had, and you can't say we didn't. I mean, you can say what you want. I am, once again, not actually your mum. Brackets, lol, your mum. We're all tired, I guess. Let's rest. This is the squad. And will remain. You love telling folk about your mad capers. Come on, then. What's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you? Again, the voice is American, but this dialogue is so British. I shan't go into details. Suffice it to say it involved a spinning wheel, a bearskin, the veins from a windmill, a scroll of levitation, a wand of animate object, a bucket of blue paint, and some aromatic candles. Good night in, really. No further questions. We still couldn't make potion, but we did manage to cook. Are there new things? Military Council. Oh god, we have to go and do more bureaucracy. Honestly, why can't we just be out exploring in the wilds like we used to before we were put in charge of a company? Helping those in need, which we can't do. But we can form a staff council. So many councils. And we don't have any of the other thing. Oh, any more military operations we can do. And there are events, oh god. First Blood. One of the officers has been bringing recruits to the prison so they could fight weakened captives and kill them. Excuse me? He wanted to prepare the newcomers for their first battle, but unfortunately during one of the training sessions, one of the soldiers got killed and everything came to light. I'm gonna say no, you can't actually kill prisoners because...
That is a war crime.
Yes, it is. I don't want to know what the unavailable option that we would have had if we had Wenduag with us is. God, I'm just giving myself all the weird tongue twisters today. And the cruel treatment of the prisoners tarnished the honour of the Crusaders. Many of the soldiers were inspired by the commander's noble actions. We're so inspiring, it's true. Commotion in the commander's study. On the orders of persons unknown, a crowd of servants have dragged an object into the commander's study. Begin to think about the object. Observe the object? Anyway, let's not get distracted by me trying to do an MC Honky quote. Let's just move. And Daeran asked for an audience, has filed a request for a public audience with the commander. It seems that he has either something important to announce or a new jest to try out. And Daeran's just like, why not both? Guess we go back to Dresden again. Wonder if that teleportation circle's built yet. Velg, a Kellid in a well-worn travel robe with a deep hood, offers you a respectful bow. His voice is quiet and emotionless. Greetings, Commander. To be granted an audience with a figure of such importance is a great honor. Your victories have impressed and inspired me, which is why I wish to do my part in the Crusaders' struggle. Cool, who are you? The visitor's quiet words sound like the rustling of pages, dry and impersonal. My name is Velk, and I am a Kellid. My lineage dates back to the Sarkorian clans, and bonds of kinship have always been sacred to my family. When the world wound opened, my ancestors fled Sarkoris, but they did not forget their homeland. Even before the Crusades began, my great-great-grandfather marched in defense of our people. He perished, as they all did. My great-grandfather and his eldest sons joined the First Crusade. My grandfather joined the Second. Our family's warriors have fought in every crusade, and that is why our bloodline is now extinct. They say this crusade will be the last, and so I've come, alone, for there is no one else. Alas, I'm no warrior, but I still wish to be of use to you. What are you... Cool, what are you planning to do? His words, devoid of colour and emotion, run together to form a monotonous, endless stream. For 23 years I've been gathering documents on Sarkoris. They contain numerous mentions of the history of the Blackwater clan. The clan was beset by demons as its members had dedicated themselves to creating a powerful weapon against the world wound. The clan needed more time, but no support came from their neighbours, and so the Blackwaters were destroyed. But the fate of the clan is not important right now. What is important is, thanks to certain ancient maps, I've been able to pinpoint the location of their settlement. If you go there, you'll be able to verify my findings, and if you happen to find a weapon that will help you fight the demons, it will bring me satisfaction and pride. My life will have purpose. Why do I have execute this wretch as an option? Jesus, when they give you evil options, it's just like, kill this puppy. What kind of weapon? My thoughts on this matter are pure speculation. Perhaps it was a blade that could cut down even a demon lord, or an artifact that could call upon an endless host of spirits, or a circlet that could reverse the flow of time, or erase the planar invaders from reality. The Blackwater clan operated in secrecy to protect their work from spies, unfortunately an ever-present concern, and to avoid drawing the demons' attention before the time was right. You have an odd way of speaking. Have you considered, an autism assessment? Let's be real. His pale, expressionless face twists into a poor approximation of an apologetic smile. I am a scholar. I know how to speak through manuscripts and prefer to express my thoughts using my quill instead of my tongue. Social interaction is not my area of expertise, so I ask for your understanding when it comes to my rather rudimentary communication skills. Why do we have just cool, kill him? Thank you for the information. Might be a trap. Best way to find out is by going. He bows deeply. It pleases me to be of use to you. Great. Gather your band, Warchief. We're going back to the ruins of Current Glen. Why? Remember that white wolf we saw in the ruins? Every night I see her in my dreams, standing next to the Stone of Voices. Wait, let me finish. Ulbrich holds up a finger, apparently expecting you to interrupt him. I know you can't trust dreams, that's what I always say. I'm also no stranger to spirits and their workings. I know the difference between a dream that's sent from above and one that's sent from my belly after a hearty dinner. By the Griffin's wing, I swear that wolf is a friend, one of the guardians of old Sarkoris, just like my Eva. And if she is calling me to the stone, then we must go to the stone. Sure. I don't rightly know what we'll find there, but we have to start from the Stone of Voices. It was silent the last time, but this time it'll be a different story. I can feel it in my gut. Thanks, Ulbrich. Why is Daeran here? Did I have a hot tub before? Like, did that even exist before Daeran appeared? How did he get it through the door? So many questions. The air is filled with a spicy, heady fragrance, and steam gently rises from the bathtub. Daeran's perched on the lip of the tub, holding on with both hands for balance while lazily swinging one leg. His face is the picture of innocence. Ah, my dear commander, you are just in time. I took the liberty of looking after your well-being and have prepared everything you need for a relaxing bath. Bathing for pleasure is most therapeutic indeed, and is essential for healing rest and sound sleep. Your attempts to please me are commendable. You may continue your efforts. The power in that line. Although, could you perhaps not break into my study without permission in the future? Is, like, I feel he won't respond to it well, but it's true. Oh. Wait, I didn't mean... Oh. Daeran frowns a little. Of course I could. Certainly. He rises to his feet. I apologize for my intrusion. I didn't mean to just completely shut him down. That was meant to just be kind of a... Hey, can you maybe not do this in future, but now that we're here... Tone in text, everybody. When was our last save? Love that it doesn't give you an actual timestamp. It was just before we came back to Dresden, by the looks of it. I want to see where the scene with Daeran goes. Okay, yes, it is this thing now. So we just need to do that. First blood, don't murder prisoners. We have things to go back and see. Clicking these so take the flag off. We need to form a staff council. Yes, we have these things, but I just want to get the flag off them. And I'm just going to, pop an intentional save this time. To Dresden. Oh yeah, I should check if the teleportation circle was done yet. It is not. One day. But we have training grounds. Stable was the thing the quest wanted me to build next. 500 materials points. I mean, we do have 12,000 gold on us, so we can afford it. For a mere 7,500 gold. I mean, what else are we using it for? Okay, Dresden. How go in? I want to go in. Without having to go out again. Fine, I guess I have to go out again. Another bit of interface that could work better than it does. Oh, and now I've got a alert. Oh god. The staff council is assembled. Okay, so at least now that's sorted for when we go back now. Cool. We still don't have anything else that we can do, because it's all about the logistics and the diplomacy, which historically we're not all about. Wait, now we're back in the same problem where... Oh, you can just click on it while you're here. I'm going to pop a save again, just so that we never have to do whatever the hell that was again. Right. Okay, we'll fast forward through you. Who are you? Here's your backstory. Tell me about the Blackwater weapon. Criticize your manner of speaking. Thanks. Bullbrig. Why do we need to go to the ruins? Sure. Right. Now we're back, and let's try to not completely shut him down. I mean, we've been flirting with him. What's the smell? Herbs from mountain meadows. I know many professionals prefer to add scented oils, rose petals, or a foam to a hot bath, but I choose herbs. They are simply superior in every respect, and they inspire thoughts of freedom. That's so Daeran, just like, some people do it like this, some like this. I do it like this, which is obviously the objectively superior and correct way. Yeah, I've got to go with the immense power of your attempts to please me are commendable. You may continue your efforts. You are the most amazing creature. What I mean is, next to your outsized ego, my self-regard seems almost modest. I find that, Daeran half smirks, adorable. Anyway, he rises to his feet. It is time for me to go. I shall leave you alone with this vessel of bliss. A rather dreadful term and phrase, I admit, but what else am I to call a hot bath in the middle of this grim stone fortress? Right. We've been flirting, do we actively proposition this insufferable aristocrat who I kind of love, despite everything? I have a feeling we probably do. Ah, God save me. But you could stay. I could. Daeran lowers his eyelashes and takes a pause. But I won't. Have a nice soak. You deserve it. With a slight bow, Daeran leaves. Have we locked ourselves into a romance route? I don't know. Maybe. I tend to just play these things, flirting with everyone, and then when something happens with someone, I'll just dive into it, because generally in these games, I just turn into the, oh no, everybody's hot, so... Daeran is in high spirits. I mean, yeah, I could tell. He's practically vibrating with energy, and a smile flashes across his face now and again. I mean, we're all vibrating with energy. That's just how living works. That's how matter works. So, Bigitha Lordshot here, how goes your commandering? Is our crusade more heroic today than it was yesterday? Oh, it's our crusade now, is it? Well, of course I wasn't thrilled, but in unfavourable circumstances, a man cannot allow himself to wallow in gloom and despondency. What a man can do is look on the bright side of the whole situation, and change his circumstances as much as possible. I, for instance, am certain that I'd be able to throw a rip-roaring party even in the crater of an erupting volcano, with my hands tied behind my back. You are in very high spirits. Dresden, and the amazing, unparalleled opportunity it's opened up for me. The opportunity to take a bath. Military camps and journeys to the abyss have their charm, I'll give them that. But the price I must pay for it is so high that returning to this stone labyrinth masquerading as a city seems like the sweetest gift. Cool, I have other meetings. Why are you here? Oh, it's just a trifling decision. That's not what that says. Apologies, I just had a brief out-of-body experience. It's almost like there's something living in my head, which there isn't anyway. Oh, it's just a trifling thing. I wish to make a donation to the Crusade cause. It seemed a smart decision to me, because what's good for the Crusade is now tightly intertwined with what's good for yours truly. I did have to give the revenue from my estates a good shake-up. Send a few couriers scurrying about and commission several orders with master craftsmen, but it seems to have worked out rather well. Please, take them. Ring of Procrastinator, Wand of Cure Critical Wounds, 2 Scrolls of Resurrection. Rad. Thanks. Excellent. I was happy to contribute. Good day to you, Commander. And by the way, take a closer look at my gifts. You may find something special in there. Oh god. Anyway, about those other meetings. Captain Odan, who has art. The tall, gaunt half-elf salutes you solemnly. Commander, it's an honor to call this first meeting of the Military Council to order. I am Captain Odan, and I've been serving under your command ever since the assault on the great garrison. I will do my best to be of as much use to you as possible in this role. Well, Commander, your sister Thela is no renowned general, but she spent half her life tussling with evil. Looks like I'll be stepping up on behalf of all of Amade's faithful here. I hope my advice will prove useful. Demons aren't the first invaders to come to the lands of Sarkoris. I know this country, and I know how people used to fight here in the old days. Listen to me, War Chief, and I'll tell you how to turn the land itself into our ally. I just gave you a voice, and I've forgotten what it was. The first issue on the Military Council's agenda is the reorganization of troops. Our infantry has been bled dry. The forces Her Majesty granted to us were enough to take Dresden, but we need more troops to hold it. Furthermore, the army was assembled in great haste after the assault on Canabris, and it was never adequately equipped. Unfortunately, we don't have much time for redeployment. Our scouts report that a powerful Balor, Khorramzadeh, is already preparing a retaliatory strike on Daeran. You could have led with that, but we can rely on freshly conscripted Mendevian soldiers. They may not have the skill, but our strength, as always, lies in the number and the fervour of the volunteers joining the Crusades. We can't throw everyone into the meat grinder. We'll just get our youths killed for nothing. We need to select the best among the recruits, or even better, hold a contest. The bravest and the most capable will join the Crusaders. Never enough folk. Same in war as it is in peacetime. We dealt with that problem by finding helpers among the animals. Why can't we do the same now? Strengthen the infantry with war dogs. One soldier with a dog at his side is more like 1.5 fighters. Maybe even 2. Sure, let's go through the dialogues. Oh, in effect, here with the raid. Hello, raiders. Thanks for turning up. We are not a huge amount further than last time you saw us on account of the Christmas break and all that. Just doing a billion bits of bureaucracy in Daeran, as has swiftly become the way. What does the military council do? The military council determines the strategy for our troops, enacts army reforms, approves new equipment standards, and makes decisions on all issues regarding military action on the front lines. So about this battle that's coming. The most trusted servant of the demon lord Niscari. Among the historians of the Mendevian Crusades, he's known as the strategist of the World Wound. He's not as renowned as Minago, the conqueror of Daeran, or Hepsamira, daughter of Baphomet, but he's claimed one of the most major victories over the forces of Mendev. He's a general, and quite possibly one of the best tacticians in the entire Abyss. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate reminders, especially when I'm doing these voices. Off to do some build stuff and chug the cough medicine. Yes, do that. Like, take care of yourself, and otherwise you'll end up sounding like me trying to voice Ulbrich. I've been studying his style of warfare for years. He may seem like an ordinary demon, another typical war taskmaster. That's a fallacy. Like a beast following a scent, he senses weaknesses in his enemy's defenses and strikes at them, sending soldiers to bring targeted carnage. His uncanny charisma attracts more and more soldiers to him, so he's never short on troops and sacrifices them like pawns whenever he pleases in order to achieve his victories. Khorramzadeh is the face of the demon host. For many years I've been gathering research on him, preparing for the day our armies will clash with his once more. I hope my council will help you defeat him, but so far Khorramzadeh has known no defeats. So yeah. Do we get a billion new recruits and throw them all at the demons in the hope that something will happen? Take only the best of the best of the best with honors? Or dogs? Dogs. Training a dog for war is no easy task, but we had a few tricks in Sarkoris. Druids today aren't a patch on the old ones, of course, but they can talk to beasts. That's all we need. I'll train 5 dogs and they'll quickly supply our army with 4-legged reinforcements. Druids today aren't a patch on the old ones, eh, Ulbrich? Wanna take a look at my stat line and tell me that again? Captain Odan salutes you formally. Thank you for your time, Commander. When the reforms are finished and the ranks of our infantry are replenished, I'll assemble the military council to discuss new decisions. And then we'll run back to Daeran again. Oh my god, there's more. Captain Harmattan. Sure. Hail, Commander! Before you, an aged yet fit and sturdy Gurundi stands at attention. His dark skin has an earthy tone to it, and crystals sparkle forth from where his hair and eyebrows should be, clearly identifying him as an Oread. Captain Harmattan, chair of your staff council by order of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, here to deliver a report. I'm on this council too. I'm here as well. Steeler salutes briskly. Will you reckon our brains on how to improve troop morale? I reckon the key is to back up our words with actions. Lead your soldiers by example, and they'll be eager to follow. I'm doomed to be your advisor, but do you know what that means? That you are doomed to listen to my advice. To start things off is an incredibly novel and deep thought for you. Loyalty, passion, and morale. All of these can be easily bought with money. Commander, permission to report. We've encountered a problem. Although we're still getting volunteers, we're now seeing cases of desertion. Many who joined the Dresden campaign believe that their duty has been fulfilled with the victory, and they're not keen on staying in the garrison. Those from Canabris wish to return home and rebuild their ruined city. Lastly, there are those who are afraid of lingering in a place where demons might show up with a retaliatory expedition at any moment. My suggestion is to improve living conditions for the privates. Raise their pay, give them extra rations, and reward those who have distinguished themselves on the battlefield with commendations and gifts. Soldiers don't want to leave armies to appreciate them. I feel for these folks, but we have to convince them to stay. I think we might get some help from the servants of the gods. They'll tell the soldiers that the danger is not yet past, and inspire them to keep up the fight against evil. As long as the wound is open, the whole world is in danger. We can't just go home and live like we used to, no matter how badly we want that to happen. This problem is quite simply solved with coin, but handing money out to privates is practically throwing it away. We need to pay the officers handsomely, then they'll figure out how to raise their subordinates' morale. Just give me the overview of the Staff Council. In short, we make sure that whenever orders are given, they are executed properly. Our job is to keep the soldiers' morale high, so they always follow their officers' commands without question. As for the officers themselves, we look out for any unseemly or incompetent types who subvert the troops' trust. Yeah, I think actually paying the soldiers is a good idea. Because paying the bosses and promising to pay them more if they have better staff retention is some absolute capitalist trash. So, sorry, Daeran. And I'm not sure the gods will help us that much. At once, I'll distribute the pay and rations right away. The commendation list won't take long either. We should see results shortly. Thank you, Commander. Should any other difficulties arise that require your attention, I'll deliver a new report promptly. Maximize all crusade stats? Question mark? Okay, yeah, just maximize all of the things. Sure. Oh, there's so much that needs doing this chapter. I get the feeling this chapter's going to be big. They all just have the same text, because they're all identical recipes. Just while I'm here, do I have any new decrees I can do? Sure don't. Now, is it night out there? It kind of looks like it's night out there. So let's not go that way. That's my bedroom. Let's go and see if there's anything in the graveyard now. Unless, of course, it isn't night, in which case... RIP. But I mean, it's very dark at the minute. Okay, it is night. That is the time of day that it is. And Sociel is not at his regular post. Ah, he is in the graveyard. Excellent. Let's head there. And now my brain is singing Night Gamblers to the tune of Night Diver by Haruma Miura, which is very much a me problem, because I don't think I've ever met anybody else who knows that song. If you do, hi. Good to see we have the same taste in esoteric Japanese music that's really good. See, this is... Clearly, I just have to vamp for a bit. Also, Clyde, you should be coming this way as well. Just while we run through all of Dresden. But here we are. I see a candle on a barrel head. That's what midnight gambling looks like, right? I'm going to wait for Clyde to get here, just for, you know, intimidation factor. Am I? I mean, I feel like that's going to be a rather long wait. Yeah, no, let's move.
Move out.
Crusader stares... No, the soldier stares at his cards in the dim light of a candle stub. Deal me 2 more. I'll double down. coins clink as they land on the barrel. Deal me another one. What? Another one? Are you bluffing, you little... Forgot where the button for that was. Forgot that there was actually swearing in this game. Wait until we lay down our cards, and you'll see if I'm bluffing. You don't immediately recognize Social's voice. In battle, he's quiet and composed. Now you can hear furious, passionate excitement in his words, which you told me after I voiced them, so you know. Fine, you scumbag, I call. Deal me another as well. Excitement, passion, and tension seem to hang over the improvised table. Feels like lightning's about to strike. Well, we've got to just watch and let it happen. Damn, I'm out. The soldier angrily throws his cards on the barrel. Go on, show us what you've got. Read 'em and weep. Social reveals his cards with a gloating laugh. Nothing but junk, I knew it. You holier-than-thou types can't bluff. I mean, he did. That's what bluffing is. I was, and you fell for it. With this, Social slams a card on each of the soldier's shoulders like epaulets and places the rest of the cards on top of his opponent's head. Okay. There's being a bad loser, and then there's decorating your opponent. Now you've done it, The soldier grabs Socio by the collar, and the cleric immediately raises his fist as if he expected it. Okay, can we step in now? At this point, one of the other players spots you in the shadows. I mean, are we in the shadows? Also, one of us is a Triceratops. Hey, there's someone over there. You've been caught. Jigs up, let's bail. The candle stub is snuffed out. Cards are scattered into the mud. After a moment, only the embarrassed Social remains. What are you doing here? His voice no longer holds excitement. We did nothing wrong. Well, tempers flared a bit, but that doesn't usually happen, I swear it. I was worried about you. Thank you. I'm touched, really. But I'm perfectly fine. I was just making sure no one else got into trouble. I know you wouldn't lie to me, so I think you must be lying to yourself. I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. Didn't come here to minister to the soldiers. Why else would I come here then? To win a copper or two? You put things on that soldier's head. You were trying to get a fight. No. You misunderstood. That was... Social searches for the right words to explain himself, but grows dejected and lowers his eyes. You're right. Shame on me. I provoked the fight. I behaved unacceptably. Give me Shaylin. I mean, it doesn't tag it as a chaos choice, but that first one feels very in keeping with our general chaos vibe. You're mortal. You're not a god yourself. You need off time. Just don't be weird and lie about it. Also, maybe don't stack things on people. After a long silence, Social nods. Thank you. It's all jumbled up in my mind. This war and the horrors it holds. Our soldiers and what they tell me in their confession. My own responsibilities. Lines from Holy Scripture. In the midst of all this, it's easy to forget I have my own needs and desires. Thank you for reminding me. Total self-abnegation. It's bad. The cleric picks up a dirty playing card and twirls it in his fingers. I will not come here again. Please don't forbid these games. Things here are mostly civil, I swear, aside from the rare heated argument. I'll be honest, I miss playing cards. That excitement when you have almost no chance of winning and the risk is high, even though the stakes aren't life or death, just a handful of coppers. But I'll try to find a less destructive outlet. I mean, you could still play cards, just be less weird with it. Perhaps I'll speak to Irabeth and ask her to play chess with me. I wonder what'll come of it. Socio smiles. Thank you for helping me clear my mind. Good night. This errand is complete. Congratulations, we solved this man's gambling problem by telling him to stop having a gambling problem that he denies ever having had. Good talk. So now I guess we leave. Got a bunch of experience for that. What's our experience looking like? Oh, yeah, we didn't long since turn level 10, I guess. I need to do some evil to get my alignment down so I can take druid levels again. I keep forgetting this. And I will continue to forget it, because that's what I do. We can take Wojciech out, right? Arushale's almost as good at most of the things he does. Let's have this team at the minute. That seems cool. Sure. And we've got Ulbrig, so we can go and do that quest he gave us. Which isn't particularly far. But you know what we should do first? Is take a short commercial break. Because Twitch wants me to do these things. And, you know, I'm not going to lie, I quite like money. Right. Doesn't certainly make it easy to live under capitalism. But hey, while I'm off doing that, I guess, hang around, let the ads run if you can. Definitely helps a lot. But hey, while that's happening, why not go and do the self-care things yourself? Go, stand up, move around, have a drink, have a snack, take your meds if you still need to. This is a reminder. And, yeah, just, I don't know, do something nice for someone. Don't feel the need to break into their room and install a hot tub, but, you know, something smaller. And, yeah, I will be back in a few minutes when we will go and do an side quest, I guess. Cool. Alright, love you all. See you in a few. And I'm back. Apologies for the slightly extended break. It came courtesy of my green screen making a break for freedom. But everything's good now. So welcome back to Pathfinder, the only game where a gnome will get prepared a hot tub by a douchebag boyfriend, possibly. All our armies are refreshed. We should probably do some of the old fight. As nobody says. Some of the old fights? What the hell am I talking about? Ooh, Hound Masters. Not many of them, but you know. Let's reroll the mercenaries. Ooh, different mercenaries. Exciting times. Oh wait, of course there are Hound Masters. We just told people to get dogs to reinforce the army. That was a thing we said. I'm very smart. Champions. We get a bunch more shield bearers, and maybe that'd start them being good. So go here, and then it'd take a whole bunch of our money. Let's take these Hound Masters. There's no archers in this unit. Grab these shield bearers. Space out my units a bit just because I don't like them being bunched together that much. And there's still not really anything around that this army can stand to. Meanwhile, with Army 1, they should probably push back north to do something about all of these. Head to Daeran, where you can pick up a bunch of archers and spend almost all of our money. I really need to get more income. But now these are a green level 6. Let's mess some demons up. I'm introducing like it's a segment on gladiators or something. Anyway, goodbye. Wasn't sure it would work, but thought it'd be a great moment if it did. You fools, Brimarax. Why would you move out first? That just gets you killed. Case in point, I am going to kill you. Ooh, they have Dretch with actual interesting abilities. You know what one of their abilities is, and it's a bit weird. It's Eat Scorching Ray. I mean, that could have gone better after I did that setup, but you know. Probably shouldn't charge into the stinking cloud just for, you know, drama. Like some kind of cloud chaser, am I right? Yeah, no, I didn't think so either. Daniel, press the bad joke button. Thank you, Daniel. Might these Brimarax are certainly words. No, Is this pop-up going to go away on its own? I really don't think it is. Sigh. None of you could see that. But, you know, sometimes my computer just wants to interfere. I said each Scorching Ray. Wait, why did that pop-up not actually go away? There we go. So I've backed my mounted units into a corner because I didn't realise that was blocked. Thus, kind of entirely obviating the point of them being mounted. Great. Well, there you go, problem solved. The hospital is still nowhere near capacity, it's all good. Brimarax down. And now let's just whittle these down. I've gone into the same corner again, haven't I? One day I'll develop some kind of actual battle planning. She said like a complete liar and we all knew it. One more. Do the dramatic charge around them to build momentum to kill one thing. What first appeared to be a stone enclosure used for demonic sacrifices actually turned out to be a desecrated ancient shrine where Sarkorian druids once offered their prayer many ages past. Soon it will once again become a bastion of peace and spiritual fortitude. Great. Love those things. Totally what I'm fighting for. Peace and fortitude, right? Not chaos. I'm being told not chaos. Could we go and do this quest of Ulbrigs? I mean, not that far away. 18 hours? It's moderately far away. Let's go! I said let's go! Sometimes you just can't save everyone. Thanks for the really ominous tooltip. That's not a tooltip. It's just a tip. Anyway.
Head on!
Pun not intended. Would you look at this? Wildlife has flocked to the village. Cleansing the tree of corruption was worth it, so it seems. Yes, that was a thing we did, wasn't it? Now it's full of big moose. Megaloceros. I was about to make the whole thing about how it's funny that Megaloceros just means big horn, and then I realised there's literally a breed of cattle called that. Ruins, bones, and ash, same as before. Here's the body we apparently got down from the tree without alerting the monsters, as that threatening objective told us. And are these the monsters, I guess? They're undead. Lacedon. Whatever Lacedon means.
Out of my sight.
Cool, just kick off with those natural ones. Bigitha, you're not mounted. You should fix that. Energize square champa wahamba? Excuse me? Let's kill them immediately. Can't be bothered to do Hurricane Bow when we could just be shooting them a lot to begin with. That takes a turn. And really, how many turns do we get in this life? Anyway, Scorching Ray. What else can they eat? Why have I got Fireball in 2 places on my hotbar? So many questions. I guess just Rare Frost for the minute. Cantrips, still terrible. And I should stop using them. Bigitha, yes, you're going to use your turn to sit on a dinosaur. Oh, cool, they're just going to get some attack opportunity to death. Love that for us. You should heal everyone. And then we can take a bunch more damage and fall down.
Prepare yourself.
Kind of wish I had a clearer indication of where the danger zone stopped. Oh, there's a monitor lizard. They're cool. Hot take. Okay, and then combat ends and the storm stops. Great. Can we loot these things? There's loot here. Some cloth scraps, some leather scraps, some wood scraps, and some boots. Cat's boots. What was everything else? Pajamas? Oh yeah, I didn't even look at the stuff Daeran gave me. Daeran's gift. An exquisite pendant shaped like a key. If you look at the key from a specific angle, the pattern of its engraving forms the first letter of your name. Da. He's sweet, really. He's also a dick. He's sweet, really. Both things can be true. What do the cat shoes do? +4 bonus to dex, and you don't provoke attacks of opportunity. And if they're worn with the owl's cowl, then you get even more things. Arushale, I found you some shoes. See, I'd quite like to wear the pendant, but at the same time, there's +3 AC. What's my AC? 29. Okay, I suppose I probably don't need it to be that high. I'll wear it, just 'cause. What else did he give us again? Yes, there's Ring of Procrastinator. Becomes staggered for the first round of every combat. But also, you have 15 resistance against all elements, damage reduction, spell resistance, and immunity to crits. but also only for 1 round. That sounds terrible. That sounds really bad. I mean, I suppose it stops you getting ambushed quite so much. But it does mostly sound terrible. He also gave us Scrolls of Resurrection, which I am a fan of, and this Wand of Cure Critical Wounds. Which I could give Nenio to hold on to, actually, because, you know, it's a spell thing. DC 20 skill check. I mean, what's their use magic devices? Plus 25? We'll be fine. Give her some healing. Now, everybody is encumbered because that Sirocco made us all tired. Well, okay, we're no longer tired. We're just fatigued rather than exhausted. Did these drop anything good? +2 leather armor, honestly, could be worse. See? Worse. Daeran, just heal everyone again. Bigitha, are you mounted? No, because the wind knocked you off. Cool. Well, that was a surprisingly intense fight, given that I was just going down there to make a crack about the ominous achievement I got that one time. Guess those were the monsters. Where's the Stone of Voices? Is it through these caves? I think it's probably through these caves. Oh, but there's stuff here. Someone's coming! Run! People. Hate those. I mean, this isn't universally true. It's just mostly true. They've gone into the cave, as it is not pronounced. And we shall follow them. Is this sensible? Who can say? But it looked like there's plot.
Pay attention.
Hate people, love plot. Simple as.
The struggles never cease.
Rush.
I'm trusting you.
Why? That's a terrible idea. Oh, there was a trap on the trap, and I didn't see it. And it gave me 4 negative levels. 4? Daeran, do you have like a full restoration thing? Yes. And cool. Dispose all temporary negative levels or 1 permanent one. Let's just Magritium Turinos and forget all about this. Cool. Problem solved. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
I sense something.
There's more traps. Great. Only so much we can move on. Roosh, let's have this one go better, yeah?
Something is not right here.
Ooh. So how does Quicken Metamagic work? Casting a Quicken spell is a swift action. Rad. Ember, I got you a new stick. You barely used that stick, but now you have 2. I didn't know I had cursed arrows. Don't remember where they come from. Came from words. Anyway.
I will follow my dream. I'm glad I was useful to you.
Seriously, all my rogues have the worst self-worth.
I finished here. Is there more?
She just really wants to help, and it's a little sad. This is the sound of a woman who really feels she needs redeeming. It's episode 21. You're legit shocked if I remember where any of this gear came from. I mean, fair. Some of it I do. Honestly, If it's stuff I've still got, I probably didn't get it that long ago, because if I did, it's probably been sold. Or it should be. Rouge. Shouldn't you be able to fly? Like, that would save a lot of time. Should you not be able to fly? Like, I swear you had something on your character sheet. I remember you having airborne as a modifier. Yeah, airborne. Just means immune to trip. Sure, I guess. I feel like flying should mean slightly more than that, but hey, what do I know? I'm a bear. Well, I'm not a bear. What do I know? Daniel's a bear. That's a very specific reference, if you were wondering. Ah, the thieves stare at you fearfully, weighed down by their loot. Why'd you chase us? Why'd you run? You've seen your own ugly mug. I mean, these are troubled times, and you got to keep an eye out. Who are you? No one. No one at all. Just passing by. So we have plus 23 diplomacy. We also have plus 23 intimidate, and that's chaotic. Or I could just murder them, because I said I needed more evil. But if we keep going chaotic, that'll also outweigh the... Yeah. Get lost, but give me your stuff. You think you can just take it from us? Think again. Well, I guess we're killing you. Seriously, I couldn't roll a 6?
None shall escape.
Can some escape? Just as a treat? Really need it to be Arushale's turn. So she can go and disarm this trap, which is a long way away. You're out of range of a hello, so I guess Nenio will just move forward. Alright, this is an ambush round, so the others weren't taking actions. Love that for us. Don't know why we got an ambush round, given that they attacked us, but hey, what do I know? Ulbrich. You can't death from above in an ambush round. One day I'll reliably remember how ambush rounds work, and then the game will be finished. Okay. Actual round. And not a huge amount I can do. I guess let's just throw a buff. It's never bad, really. Right. This guy is too close for Nenio to fireball, really. Acid arrow then. Thanks for all just completely ignoring the demon that ran in ahead of us.
I finished here.
There we go. And nobody's close enough for that to work anyway. But hey, now we can actually fight. And fight we can. Oh, you noticed the demon. Let's focus on this one who is threatening our little fox autistic wizard girl. And Ember as well, actually. She's more directly there, I guess, but hey. Eat Scorching Ray. That sound effect played too many times.
Surrender or else.
And I got a shot off? Sure, why not?
I will see to your demise.
I mean, you will see his demise. Like, you'll still be here after one of the big hitters kills him, but... I very much doubt you'll be the one to do it. Again, if I turned the cantrip off and just shot him with my crossbow,
Remove this obstacle.
then I can roll a natural 1, and that makes scientific data much harder to acquire.
Desna, guide my hand.
Again, you could very much sound less excited about that. Also, did she just, shoot that guy point blank and turn him into mulch?
Let's hear you cry. Mysteries can wait till tomorrow.
Well, they very much got themselves killed. Great Axe +1, Hide Armor +1, Corrosive Dwarven War Axe +1, Full Plate +1. And this guy? Wait, what happened to the spellcaster? Didn't actually get into the battle, despite... Oh, short sword, must work short sword. Leather arm +1. Yeah, you didn't actually join the battle while we murdered all your friends? After you were the one who challenged us? Cool, time to die. Time to throw a bunch of attacks at you to try and get rid of those mirror images.
Precision.
Hi, I'm Ulbrich. I have no ranged options. Also, there's a trap. Good to know. Thanks, Ulbrich. What do you mean trap triggered? 112 damage? What? Okay, he didn't see that trap. Also, there's a sharpshooter there. It's all suddenly gone very interesting.
Run them through.
Where's the trigger for this other trap, given that they are apparently wildly powerful? Yeah, it's Kitsune Hello time, isn't it? Yeah, 32 damage, that's solid. Speaking of solid damage... I'm not going to be able to make it, am I? Let's just advance. Oh, but I can swift action these, can't I? Well, they need Scorching Ray. 2 of them. I don't know what it is that's giving you 2 shots of those. Oh, that's just in the spell. See, if I actually read all the words in the item and spell descriptions, things make more sense. Plus 1 additional ray for every 4 levels beyond 3rd. Yep, and we are over 7th level. That is, simply put, a thing that is true. Move here and then do a channel. Is that going to hit the spellcaster as well? No, because you've got selective channeling. Eat those mirrors. And then they can displacement as well. Great. Let's miss a lot. Okay, there go all the mirrors. Arushale, disarm this trap. Miss Arushale, tear down this trap. The trap. No, you're not going to do it? Okay, just shoot this guy. Apparently we're not just tearing down the trap. Yeah, okay, just crossbow is the way to go, clearly. Now can you do the trap? Great. You'll do it after the fight.
Glad I was useful to you.
I guess. Seriously, if you're just saying, I'm glad I was useful to you, you really need to take a hard look at yourself. Also, you probably need a cloak. Oh, you don't need this belt anymore because it doesn't stack. No belt. But you can't have a cloak. Everyone else has a cloak. You should have a cloak. what else is there around here? I didn't mean to just send Ruchelet to get that, but hey. And I also don't want it. So I'm going to say they were grave robbers and probably did something bad. To, you know, try and... Longbow +1, change that +1. To try and deal with the fact that I tried to rob them and then murdered them all. Ring of the Mad Duelist. Yeah, that sounds appropriate. Jagged steel ring was made of an armor shard picked up on a battlefield and crudely bent into the shape of a circle. I mean, that's not what it looks like. It's wearer can at will choose any foe they see. The wearer gets +2 bonus to AC and saving throws against that person. Rad. So you want that on people who are going to be up close. So probably Ulbrig? Ulbrig, ungriffin so that you can put... No, I said ungriffin so you can put a ring on. Now re-griffin because that is your true form and we all know it. Reckon hydrate, thank you for the reminder. Ah, yep. Yep, okay, I've been concentrating on that too hard. Ah. Always nice when you are suddenly violently reminded that you have back muscles. There's other things to loot. The geometry of this place does seem to really play hell with the pathfinding algorithms. Ironically. Chain mail +2. Potions of displacement and dispel magic, and 5 gold rings. Is that an intentional joke? Because if so, I am amused. Scroll of Contagion Mindfire. Ring. Some chocolate, some giant spider legs, and a maximize meta magic. Maximic. Ember, got you a new stick. What's maximize do? Is it just... Yep, all the dice are just put on their top face instead. Yeah. You're going to have so many wands. Wait, should Nenio really be getting some of these wands? Probably should. You can have the maximize. I feel bad. Everybody deserves magic sticks. Oh, also you can learn some of these new scrolls I've been picking up. Angelic Aspect. Contagion. Once again, to the tune of Confusion by New Order. That song keeps turning up. Tsunami. Rad. Okay. Okay, good. You can also have this Wand of Good Hope. Good at using magic devices. You have, like, plus a bajillion. I'm once again coming up towards the end of an episode and sitting here thinking, what have we done this episode? What have we accomplished? I mean, we've killed a lot of demons, and I guess that might be an end in itself. Well, let's keep heading to the Stone of Voices, I guess. And we've done a lot of bureaucracy. Oh. The totem is corrupted again. That's not good. I don't know if I have an item for that. I can't remember when we did the first bit of this quest. Or the first quest in this area, or the first area... Yeah. I'm fine. Must have been a lot of good fish here for the people to have built a fishing hut. My god. Detective Genius Bigitha Lordshot here. People went fishing here. There must have been fish. we have to keep going into caves to get to the Stone of Voices? Is that how this is working? I can't remember. I'm gonna say yes. Anybody in here? If there is, we may have just murdered all your friends. Or some of your friends. You could have more friends than that, I wouldn't want to presume. Let's get across here. Athletics check succeeded, in part because 2 of our party members can fly. And 1 is a Triceratops. No? Nothing there? Okay. This cave was, as they say, not it, Chief. Where's the Stone of Voices? I can't remember. Oh, it's that. Yep, that's the Stone of Voices. Can we just walk there? We sure can. Yeah, I got distracted by there being something else. Another thing. Oh yeah, I think these are all the necrophages and stuff I killed first time I came here. Let's poke the rock. America's favourite game show. Poke that rock.
Don't even try not answering me. If you fail me, you tricksy lump of rock, I swear on Pelura's backside, I'll crush you into rubble with my bare hands.
Ulbricht's got issues. Ulbricht glowers at the stone as if it's a sworn enemy. But yes, no, I'm absolutely going along with this bit. Yes, and.
Hear that? Show me up a second time, and there won't be a third.
What are you hoping to hit?
I don't know. Anything but silence will do.
I mean, it's probably not the stone's fault.
This is a stone of voices. If there's no one left to speak, what use is it?
I mean, that still wouldn't be its fault. There's nobody to use a tool. The tool didn't do that. Anyway, if it would make you feel better, smashy smashy.
Right. Don't let me down.
Well, pokey pokey first. Ulbricht carefully presses his broad palm against the stone's surface. And we go into a cinematic. And summon a griffin spirit that turns into a door. Alright. This time the stone responds instantly, and not with a faint shimmer like last time, but with a blinding light to make out a winged figure in the radiant glow.
Yes! I knew it! I knew it!
Ulbricht is just sickos.jpg. So you got an answer?
Not in words, but words are not needed here.
You are perhaps too excited, but what was with the griffin?
It was a manifestation of my god. The first I've seen since I woke up in this mad world of yours. My god is alive, don't you see? And that means part of Sarkoris still lives as well.
This is my new comeback to anybody kind of asking for more details about anything online. Just start shouting it was a manifestation of my god and see what happens. Where's the portal go?
I have no idea, but I'll find out very soon. Well, are you coming with me?
For my sins.
Let's go, you say. Let's run, say I. Let's fly.
I mean, both of those would be methods of going. First we should probably, heal you. That really doesn't do much
Rules are made to be broken.
against the ludicrous amount of health Ulbricht has. Sure, that'll do. Into the space hole.
Move out.
Did we miss any decent loot? Sure didn't. And now we go to somewhere. We entered the portal. Love that for us. Can't believe my eyes. It's like I'm back in Sarkoris. Let's go down there, War Chief. I want to make sure I'm not seeing things. Oh, it was a time portal. Or at least an appearance of time portal. You know what I mean. Even if we're not actually traveling through time, looks like we're seeing a simulation of through time.
Got it.
An ancient Sarkorian hymn praising the spirits of nature has been carved into the stone. DC 21 world knowledge check. Somebody has a plus 30 in that. A depiction of the world tree can be seen on the mossy stone. This is how the Sarkorians imagined the universe to be. A tree. Just in case you weren't realizing yet that Sarkorians are Vikings. War Chief, there's something not right about that there horse. Damn thing might be plagued. Did you get that from the maggots?
Done.
Seen from the myth of the Great Hunt has been carved into the ancient stone. At the center is a depiction of the divine wolf.
Too late for apologies.
Let's kill this horse. Divine wolf, more like devoured horse. Oh, and a decrepit boga swarm. Okay, so there's two enemies here. The flies, or boga, I guess, are inhabiting the horse, which has a thing called meat shield. The swarm takes only half damage from all attacks that deal hit point damage, with the remainder taken by the flesh mansion. That's certainly a way you could phrase that. Flesh mansion. Great! Amber, cleanse it with fire, please. Or roll on that one, that's good too. But I mean, you do get 2 shots now.
Make short work of this.
We killed the Flesh Mansion. This has not meaningfully resolved the problem. Magic Missile always hits. I think. Sure doesn't. Yeah. Too many bites. A whole myriad of bites. Bunch of us get nauseatingly bit and possibly dimensional anchored. Yep, these are just extra planar bugs. Gross. Luckily, Ulbrich has that Swarmbane amulet on, so get wrecked. Examining the carcass after the battle makes it clear that the horse was not plagued at all. Looks very strange, though, as if it had perished long ago and some kind of parasite took over its body. Do you know, I think that might be because that was exactly what happened. Just an idea. Free stuff, stealing from the past. Is stealing from the past even really stealing? Time lawyers? Get in my messages. Not just to answer this question, just because that sounds like a really cool job to have and I'd like to meet you. Oh, they're gonna eat me! More than one swarm of alien flies. Great. Everybody's been made into flesh mansions, and here I am, just trying to get a subway. What? You know, sometimes you just say words. There's a bunch of fighting to be done here. Hurricane Bow. And sure, Ranger's Bond. You can all have my favorite enemy things. I don't know if any of them apply here, but we'll find out. Sigvorn, you have a very large sword. And you're just throwing grenades. Let's pray. Clyde, can you charge them down? Sure you can. Maybe stop throwing grenades when everyone else is standing right there. Just an idea. Anyway, burning arc. Nope, because I forgot how the interface works. Once more, somebody ring the bell. I'm aware that Gundren Axeman is just a descriptor, because this one's Gundren Huntress. But also, Gundren Axeman would be an outstanding pro wrestler name. Anyhow, just you need to move into range. Oh yeah, I forgot there were more bogus there.
Prepare yourself.
Cool, just roll more nat ones. That was frankly embarrassing originally. We'll talk about it in your next performance review. I know grenades are good against swarms, but please, everyone is standing there. Can we learn about collateral?
Let's hear you cry.
And now you're dead. Clyde is nauseated and not much help. Great. Okay, Ember, now you burning arc? And fail to overcome their spell resistance. Love that for us. Also, for all that I say grenades are good against swarms, you are doing so little damage. But I will take the protection from evil, thank you. Again, I don't particularly want to just fireball everyone. Oh, you have a burning arc too. And failed to overcome spell resistance. How much spell resistance do they have? 23. I can't remember exactly how the spell resistance works, but that sounds like a lot.
Desna, guide my hand.
Not sure why Arushale is better with a bow than you are with magic fire spells, but hey, who am I to judge? Oh wait, I'm, you know, it's my channel. I am everyone to judge. Who can judge better than me? Nobody, because if they try, I'll ban them.
Run them through.
Note, I will not necessarily ban people for trying to judge better than me. Because frankly, we all know I have terrible opinions and can't be trusted. I mean, you did. You did do that. I forgot how funny a line that was. Please stop just throwing grenades in an enclosed space. Thank you for the healing, though. It's just in. Fighting bug swarms sucks.
Make your peace.
God, Rufus's got some real range on her. And other words that start with R. Okay, we murdered all the bugs. I told you, no mages. That's a terrible voice for her. We're going Viking. I told you, no mages. The young woman shakes a lock of dark hair out of her face and casts a look of frustration at the big man in warm Numerian armor. She's breathing heavily after the battle. Come now, Issa. The warrior wipes the sweat from his brow with his broad hand and shakes his head. There's no irritation in his calm voice, only weariness. I received reports about the hunger that moves at the south gate. Had no time to stop and think. Well, make sure you do next time. Stench of sorcery. She makes a show of wafting away the air in front of her face. I can hardly hear Serena through it. The goddess is displeased. So much judgment. Yeah, that's about what I was expecting. Well, I'm sorry, Issa. Next time before I ride off, I'll have a good old think first, and I'll just let the demons run amok in Gundrun. The big man shrugs. Forgive me for stinking. Come the next bathing day, I'll make sure to scrub my armor. Her expression turns pained, and she raises her narrow hand sharply in the air. Enough! Talking to you is impossible. You're behaving like a barbarian, and in front of our visitors, too. Her amber eyes lose some of their frostiness as she surveys your party. I'm sorry you had to witness that. Someone may have forgotten how to act like a chieftain, but I still remember the laws of hospitality. Welcome to Gundrun, travelers. Serena promised to lead you here, and here you are. The warrior casts an appraising glance at you. So you're them, then, the outlanders from those hazy prophecies. If you come in peace, then you are well met. And welcome home, she smiled at Ulbrich. So many questions. You were expecting us? She was expecting you. The man in the Numerian armor casts a sidelong look at his companion. We both were. She glares back at the warrior, but a smile quickly returns to her face. Suddenly, words. The great Serena caught the scent of one of your party during the heavenly hunt. Many nights passed. It was you. A gaze fixes on Ulbrich. The moment you awoke, Serena knew. Oh, the spirit of old Sarkoris is strong in you. I can sense it now, too. Serena, you say? Never heard of that goddess, but that's no surprise to me. Got a lot of them. Trailing off, Ulbrich strokes his beard, which is impressive given the griffinness. We had a lot of them, I should say, in the old days. It doesn't matter that you don't know our goddess. What matters is that she knows you. Can't argue with that. If she knows me, maybe she knows my god as well. How did I wrong Eva? Why wouldn't he answer me? Serena knows all. She will most certainly help you. Cool, but who are you? The woman proudly steps forward, partially blocking the warrior. I've been doing this accent too much already, and I just said warrior, didn't I? I am Isenna, the shaman of this tribe, guardian of our traditions, spiritual mother, and conduit of the will of the last goddess of Sarkoris. The man politely ducks his head. And I'm Sigvorn, the chieftain of this place. More like a headman. Sarkorian chieftains don't rub elbows with mages. They don't wear Numerian metal on their chest. Shaman points a delicate finger at Sigvorn's armor. For the first time, a shadow of irritation passes over the man's face. No, I am the chieftain, Issa. I've been protecting this town with a weapon in my hand for going on 10 years already. And I'm going to keep doing it even if you think everything I do, every breath I take, even the way I scratch my ass is wrong. Even if our ancestors spit on me from the skies above, I'm going to keep doing it. She exhales heavily. We are the leaders of this town. These are the last inhabited lands of old Sarkoris, and we take pains to preserve our heritage. It's painful, all right. Like preserving a boot that's lost its pair. This accent is going interesting places, Sigmund mutters. And what about you, strangers? Aren't you going to introduce yourselves? Just name. That's fine. I don't know the name. All right, keep your secrets. Thanks, Frodo. Who's Serena? Oh, you know her. Trust me. She smiles cryptically. Serena is one of the most remarkable beings you have ever met in your life. But we will have time to talk about her later. Not here, and not now. What kind of an answer is that? You've been saying this Serena of yours brought us here, then it must have been for a reason. Take us to her. Patience is a virtue. You will see Serena, I'm sure, but it might be difficult. Either way, before you go to her, you should visit the town. our tiny but still living piece of Sarkoris. Oh, I wouldn't miss it for the world. I'd almost lost hope of seeing fellow Sarkorians alive ever again. Nearly went mad with grief when I saw that the stones of voices were silent and there was no one to answer me. You can't imagine how delighted we were when our stone suddenly came to life. It had always been silent, as far as I know. And then, suddenly, Shaman's voice wavers. The point is, today you are a guest of Gudrun. You will see Serena later. Soon, but not until she herself wishes it. Cool. Where, what place this? She sweeps her arm out wide in a fluid gesture, setting her bracelets jingling melodically. This is Gudrun, the last stronghold of old Sarkoris. The land that will resurrect our great homeland's former glory. The warrior continues, echoing her passionate tone. A patch of barren land on the very edge of the world wound. A little town of refugees and worth as much as a beggar's spittle on a country road. His voice becomes serious. And our home, which we will fight for till the last drop of blood is spilled. I look at the talk of you and it... No, that's... What? I'm sorry, I'm very old. I look at the two of you and I don't know what to think. Part of me feels like I never left home. You talk like we talked. You look like you could be my own... Yeah, you look like you could be my own kin. But at the same time, you're as strange as if you'd just come down from the moon. And you're just as confusing for us. You and I look of it, and yeah. Wow, words. You and I look of an age, I might even be slightly older. But then again, you're also old enough to be my great-grandfather, and you saw Sarkoris back when it was still green. It's enough to make my head spin. Should I talk to you like you're just another townsman, or pay my respects to you as an honored ancestor? None of that now. Honors and ceremony is the last thing I need. A fair amount of time has gone by, I know, and a lot has changed in the world. But we chanced to meet and we accepted each other. And if we seem strange to each other, well, no matter. We'll get used to it. How this place? Its origins are linked to the fall of old Sarkoris. It is a story of the sorrowful days when the caravans of refugees dreaming of salvation reached out to Ustalav. It's another country. Back then, our ancestors didn't know that our neighbors were, how should I put it, none too honorable. Our people were looking for a place to sleep and a piece of bread, but they were met with a wall of pikes. The Ustalavs didn't want to let the refugees in, so our people were forced to turn back. And Gudrun, a small fishing village on the border, became the refuge of those poor souls. A good 100 years have passed since then. To this day, we're none too fond of Ustalavs, to put it mildly. And rightly so. Of course, I'm not one of those who claim that every person in Ustalav is a rotten scoundrel. No, that's nonsense. It's every second person. I'm not racist, I'm just moderately racist. Sound's going to drop for a second. I just want to get through all this sudden massive amount of dialogue before we have to stop. She nods, and this is the first time you've seen the two agree on anything so far. Tell me of the fall of Sarkoris. Oh, it happened a long time ago. 100 years have passed since the demon hordes destroyed our shining land. Not a day goes by that I do not grieve for it. My heart's wound still bleeds. I imbibed the pain with my mother's milk. Couldn't you have imbibed something useful? Which mushrooms are safe to eat, or when's the best time of year to plant turnips? Sigvorn's murmured commentary trickles into the conversation. And this man has the blood of Sarkorian chieftains flowing through his veins. You shouldn't have spent so long roaming as a sellsword, Sigvorn. The ways of those ungodly Numerians are set too deeply in your mind. Seneca casts a withering look at Sigvorn. You're both right in your own way, Ulbrich chuckles. You're both idiotic children in your own way, too. You're arguing and needling each other just like we did in my clan. Okay, but you were telling a story. Right, Sarkoris. Sarkoris should have endured for thousands of years, but it fell in a single night. Must have been the will of the gods. Goddess fell in a single night because it had turned a blind eye to the cult of the Skari for too long. And the will of the gods had nothing to do with it. It was the will of Arilu Borlash. Devious scum! Ulbrich spits on the ground. Her face twists with resentment. That name, I don't want to hear it. It's sink into oblivion. After that one, how could anyone trust a mage? At the right time and in skilled hands, any tool can be useful. He shrugs as if the argument is now settled. Cool, what was with the bugs? We don't really know ourselves. We call those creatures the hunger that moves. Small demons stuff themselves inside the skin of a dead man. Off they go. Disgusting. They didn't always come so close to the town. We haven't had cause to look into them before now. She seems genuinely alarmed. Cool, can I look around the town? The warrior perks up, stretching and flexing his muscles. You're right, we've done enough talking. We can't hang around all day, can we? Issa, you stay here if you want, but I've got to trade council soon. Sigvorn offers a nod of farewell and strides off, his troop following behind him. Pardon, there's one guy who went the other way. I can see you can't wait to get a look at our town, but give me just a few more minutes. There is something you must know without delay. You have appeared on our doorstep at a difficult time. An unknown sickness has swept through our town in recent days, and Sigvorn has quarantined Gudrun's right bank. I wanted to heal the sickness using the power of the great Serena, but Sigvorn won't even let me near the afflicted. He packed them all into one building and put a guard on the door. He sent off for a healer from Numeria, and now he's just waiting for them to arrive. Will the sick last that long? Only someone could convince that bull-headed man to let me help. But not just that. There's no way to reach the other bank now. I trust you will find a solution. I'll see you later at the Wolf's Home. Our conversation is still to come. Well, that was a lot. Just going to casually loot these corpses. So we may not have turned back time. This is just a secret hidden pocket of Psychorian civilization. Neat. Also, who are you? We should burn the bodies just in case. Who knows how many times these abominations can get up. Perky. Well, on that note, I think we're done for today. This has taken a turn, I'll be real. Yeah. So just time for me to do the customary wrap-up. Thank you so much, everyone who's been watching. Thanks for staying to the end. Genuinely means a lot. Love having you all here. If you've been watching, you know where to find me. But just in case, this is twitch.tv/Serasent. That's SERASENT. The House of Hubris, streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I was about to say streaming it everywhere, which is a bold claim. Every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 2 p.m. British time. That is 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Other time zones very much available, but you can do your own maths, or you can just throw us a follow and get notified whenever I'm around. If you do miss anything, VODs are on Twitch for 8 weeks after the fact. For everything else, there's the YouTube link down there, says VOD Archive, or it is youtube.com/@House of Hubris. Remember the @ because that's how they want us to format things for some reason. Yeah, content there going all the way back to the start of the channel, which is now over 3 years ago, which is just ridiculous. There's a lot of stuff on there, so check it out. It's not all Pathfinder, although it feels like it will be. While you're there, why not throw us a subscription? Doesn't cost you anything and gets you hot, fresh VODs in your subscription feed every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And as of tonight, when I say that, I am not lying, because they will be updating again. It's taken me a while. No, it's all Zero Escape. I mean, I was just looking at it, and in a couple of weeks, Pathfinder will have overtaken all of Zero Escape put together, so... yeah, but there's a lot of that as well if you like weird anime. If you feel like wow, I completely lost that thread. If you feel like supporting me killing demon bugs financially, you can, of course, cheer or subscribe on Twitch, but you very much don't have to. Just turn up and hang out and be chill and be good to each other, and then everyone's having a good time. What else? If you want to find me elsewhere on the internet, links are all down there, but it's House of Hubris pretty much everywhere. That's at House of Hubris on Twitter, at House of Hubris at kind.social on Mastodon, at houseofhubris.bsky.social on Blue Sky, where you can find me doing all the social media things, mostly at the minute posting about this and posting about other appearances in other media. On which note, if you have British radio, I was just on Counterpoint on Radio 4 last week. If you have British TV, as of the 19th, I'm going to be on Jeopardy, which is very exciting. And if you have the internet, then that explains how you can see this. But also, you can check out In Between, that's in with 2 N's. They've just launched their 5th season, and I am a regular cast member. I'm in every episode. It's actually a major thing. I'm very proud of it. I think we've done some great work. I mean, I'm tempting fate before we actually finish recording the episode. But hey, you don't need that inside baseball. We've done 2/3 of the season. It's fine. Shut up, Emma. Yeah, but it's a very good podcast. And if you like this kind of RPG nonsense, you will enjoy that. It's all about the tavern that adventurers go to between adventures and drama happening there. I play a dragonborn who hits people very hard. It's great. Cool. And other projects are also coming up that aren't publicized yet, but they will be, and it'll be great. Cool. So yeah, follow me on other socials if you want anything on that. But otherwise, I think I'm done. So, thank you all once again for being here. This has been a lot of fun, and we will be back with more of Bigitha's adventures on Saturday. Yeah. Love you all. See you then. Bye-bye.